So when you say request change versus being in a position where you don't have to do that, right? When you talk about that, how do you get to that space as a Black person?
Earn and work for it.
Right. You have to out compete your competitors, right?
No, you have to play the game smarter. You have to play chess.
Wait, hold on. Do you work for it or do you play a game?
Playing the game is working for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
So playing the game is working for it, right? Mm-hmm. Are the rules the same for everyone in this game?
No.
Why not? How can we play the game if the rules are different?
Because life isn't fair. Because life isn't fair. You don't get ahead by waiting for it to be fair. You create a fake. No, listen to me. Let me tell you this. Hold on, because this is something I wanted to pivot into, but we're going to get into it. I'm in the industry right now, being a Black woman, where what you're talking about is a situation. I'm in the sex work industry, right? Being a Black woman, I know my counterparts in it are white women or Spanish women or racially ambiguous women who've been the preference, right? Now, other Black girls that are in my field do not take it as seriously, right? Because they're Black, they got a fat ass, right? I'm in the gym 4 days a week. I make sure my nails are done. My hair is done. My branding is put together. My videos are A1. Everything looks well. I am well packaged. That's the game. I'm not saying that maybe the white girls aren't going to get it easier if they don't do all the things I do. But I understand that I got to package better. I got to present better because I'm in, like, this is a game. No matter what field you're in, you're always going to have to play the game and know how to package yourself in order to win. Life is a game of chess. Even if you don't like it, that's where you are right now. You got to figure out how to win. And if that company isn't giving you the environment to win, it is on you to pivot out of it and find what fits. But I'm telling you, in the little conversation we're having right now, I can pinpoint why you're not getting that assistance. I think that's what Will is trying to give you, is a little bit of insight, but you're not able to truly, for me, I don't think you're grasping at that. I don't think you're grasping.
Because the thing is, right, like you shared with us that what you do for your occupation, right? Like you are a dominatrix, right? I could have made a whole bunch of assumptions about you, your character, and what you believe, a whole bunch of stuff about your value as a woman. However, I cannot say I know exactly who you are based off of 60 minutes together, right? And so if you tell me certain experiences, I can only take it for face value. And if I ask you questions, that's not because I'm saying there's something wrong with you, right? I'm asking you questions to learn more. What you guys are doing is a little different. You guys are assuming you know what happened and why I didn't succeed in this space because I'm behaving in a 60-minute experience with you. I agree.
No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying your attitude.
I agree. I have things to work on. I'm not saying that's not true. We all do.
But you're very defensive, right? But look, you're very defensive, right? In a neutral environment, we don't know you.
You literally just said, "I know what's wrong with you," and you. Who are you to say that?
No,
right? Okay. I'm just taking, but I'm not being defensive. You were perceiving me as such. I don't think I am. I think we're engaging in a conversation.
Who is she to say that? She's someone who has also worked in tech. She's a Black woman. She actually has more to identify with you than I do.
When I say who is she to say that, she wasn't in that experience with me.
She doesn't have to, but she's in this experience with you right now. That's you, and this is what you're giving us.
So what I'm trying to say here is how I'm engaging with us is not how I engage at a high level at Tesla. To be very clear, right?
But we don't need
different ways because we both know there is a perception that we have to all overcome.
No, I don't agree with that. I think
you don't think that. So how you are here is how you are at work.
No, well, what I'll explain to you is that, again, what I was trying to prelude to is a lot of us do not represent in high performing positions.
I understand that. That is why, again, I understand that. That is why when I am in that space, I am perceived. I don't even get to, what I'm trying to explain here is, yes, you are correct. Therefore, when you are in that position, your peers don't even think that you've earned that position. They think you are some DEI hire. People do not treat you like an actual equal, and that impacts your performance, especially when other people have support. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I can't work on things. All I'm saying is when we're talking about standards, when we finally get to that place and you're the only Black person, Black woman in a room full of non-Blacks, I am telling you,
I'm not disagreeing with you.
The standard is different.
I'm speaking. I can't speak for the others on the panel. I'm speaking to the overall that is the culture that has very similar sentiments around this same topic matter. The issue a lot of times is that we're not socially engineered to understand how we may be viewed, to understand corporate culture, to understand how to bring value. So a lot of times what we do is we take very little information because we don't surround ourselves around a demographic of people who perform at high levels and learn how to speak the language. Business is a language. Leadership's a language. It has very little to do with, the high school, middle school, low level thinking that a lot of times we encourage. So what I'm saying is that you may feel you're perceived that way, fair to your own personal experience. I would encourage that you may want to inquire why that is the case. Because if you're in a position of leadership, title based, and you're a performer, you should be figuring out how to get people to support you in the progress of your department and facilitating that position. It's really not.
My question is to you. 1 second. My question to you is, hi, babe. I don't want to lose this train of thought. Hold on.
Is that my question up there?
I just want to be clear.
Are you networking? Are you networking in your field?
Me?
Do you have a network circle?
I know you do.
I've had mentor white managers as mentors before. Yeah, they're the ones.
No. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, do you have in your corporate field, right? In your corporate field, right? On LinkedIn, like I may not be in corporate, but if you check my LinkedIn right now, you will see that I have a network.
Okay, can you clarify?
Do you have a network of people that you connect with within your space, within your field? Women who are in the same experience, people who've been older than you, who are retired. Do you have a network of people you can communicate with, share your experiences? Within Tesla, have you networked outside of your department? Are you utilizing your LinkedIn, your company network systems? Are you building a network pool so that you can learn and have a team?
I'm screaming. I'm sorry.
That was hilarious. And no, I have not taken the time to invest in brunch with my.
So it's not about brunch. That's your first mistake, is what I'm saying. And I know you
I'm coming from a place where the work matters more, and us working.
It doesn't matter more. The work doesn't matter more.
I do want to say though, I do have relationships with people in my network that I've worked with that we gone to a wedding before with my ex-coworker, but that's not what you're talking about.
That's not networking. You're still missing what I'm saying. That's not networking.
Real quick, and
I don't use people in that way.
And can you tell me what you do for a living? Hey, beautiful queen. This is my first time meeting you.
What's your name?
She talks for a living. She talks for a goddamn living. That's all she does is talk.
Hey, we supposed to be talking about Richland and shit too, and now we're talking about Ann struggle in the Indian work environment.
No, I'm just saying, you guys, it's also currently, I'm an engineer, but I also do other stuff. I just think it's unfair to assume because the majority of Black people are stuck in this way that, okay, we're all that way, because those stereotypes impact us everywhere.
Can you tell me what way that you're talking about?
The way that Mr. Table was talking about how we lack emotional regulation, how we're lazy, how we're combative, how no matter how high we go, we still act like animals, things like this.
I know you laugh.
That's not what he said. That's not even what he said.
But I just said ghetto behavior.
Who said that?
Hey.
He didn't say that specifically, but he did say Black people are not in high spaces. We're at low vibrational, which I interpreted.
No, he didn't say that either.
Hey, Ann is the type of woman that if she ever has to speak for you, you're going to jail. You are 100% going to jail.
Table, you didn't say that majority of Black people are in high
summarize
spaces.
what you said. So basically, officer, he beat my ass. Well, what on the video he was just talking to you, but his words hurt. Like, and it's gonna get me locked up.
Really?
Like,
that is hilarious.
Yeah. Table, I think you don't actually get that.
People are not in high spaces.
No, and listen to me. Do you actually see that? He never said that.
Table, he never said that.
He never said that.
I'm asking the man. Did you say that Black people are not in these high level spaces?
I said we are not overly represented in higher performing places. Yes, I did, and I said.
Okay, so what is wrong with what I said?
Because
No.
you didn't summarize what he
The
said.
second part of it also was the majority are what?
The majority are usually somebody in Asian demographic, a Caucasian demographic.
No. The Black community. You said it's irrelevant to talk about those spaces because we're not occupying those spaces because we're where.
No, I didn't say it was irrelevant.
What were you saying?
I said that the issue that we tend to have is that we're not overly represented, and based on your verbiage, you were talking about tribalism. You were saying that the support
so it's irrelevant. Correct. Because why?
Because of the fact that we don't occupy certain demographics of capacity of work.
So where are we?
You typically want to find Black people, you need to look at social services, government jobs, things of that nature. And you get that kind of protection that you're speaking about. But when you start performing at Tesla's, Microsoft, and different things like that, and you talk about going up the hierarchy, you're going to see less and less of us. And that's okay.
Yeah. But
that's when you get smart and learn how to play the game. And that's why I told you, Ann, I said, hold on, Ann, hold on. And
I feel like you're dominating.
I need us to move away from this topic.
I'm not your client.
Okay, so let's move away.
You need to move away from this topic, and I'm trying to give you this.
Did y'all just hear Ann sit there say somebody else is dominating the conversation? Ain't that the part called a kiddo Black?
Well, let's move on this topic.
JR, this is some nasty work. This is some nasty work.
I just wish
guys, I just want to say this.
Wait.